My favorite moment was not a cliche. It was my first day here before I even walked in the office. I was stepping off the bus in Port Authority from New Jersey, where I've grown up my whole life, and I was never even anywhere close to this kind of world. Grew up in a really small town, and then all of a sudden, within the span of a year and a half, I'm here, I'm in Midtown Manhattan. I read this guy's book, and now I'm gonna be interning at his firm. And my heart's racing, my head's loud. Ever since then, that feeling hasn't really faded. And that's when I knew that I wanted to be in this business for a long time.
I've always wanted to be a trader since high school, but they really don't teach trading anywhere. They don't teach it in college, they don't teach it in business school. So if you want to learn how to trade, you have to learn directly from people who do this professionally. And that's why coming to SMB is so important for me.
Typical day at SMB involves coming into work, saying hi to everyone. You know, it's a pretty quiet environment. Everyone's working hard, and then you go, you scan through the stocks for the day, whether it's earnings plays, whether it's second day plays you're following up with, or IPOs. Kind of hash out the best couple stocks for me and what I think would be best for me to trade for the day. And then from there you go in and you find some more information about the company's fundamentals, whether the earnings, how that affected the company. And then I look at the technicals. I go look at the long-term charts, the short-term charts. And from there I try and develop a bigger picture idea or a plan for each stock I want to trade that day. From there you go into a morning meeting before the market opens with all the interns and the newer traders, and you discuss your ideas before the open and really focus on honing in what you're going to trade that morning.
It is easy for me to get stuck in one way of thinking, but at the meetings I'm able to see people who have the exact opposite idea. And sometimes that's very helpful, because if I'm thinking of shorting a stock and someone else is thinking of getting long in the same spot, I'll either decide not to short it, or I'll decide to get long, or I'll have a debate with them and we'll talk about whether my idea might be right or whether theirs might be right.
And we trade the open till about 10:30, 11, and then we come back again and have another meeting where we review our morning trades and kind of go more in depth towards our decision-making processes and how we really executed and why we executed in that manner.
I've actually had 2 internships prior to this one, and both of them have been at the big company, you know? The one where you're a freshman, you're a sophomore in college, and everybody tells you that that's where you want to end up, and then you work really hard and you get there and you want to pull your hair out because it's so boring. And when I got to trading, I really discovered this link in between what I found I was passionate about academically, and then also this world of trading that I had never had any experience in before. And finding a connection between the two has been something that I've been working on for a while now, and it's really attractive to me that I can find that here.
One of the things that I never realized about trading is how much focus it requires. You really have to be sitting at the desk all day, focusing on the tape, looking at all the order flow, because if you aren't there making use of every bit of information that you have, somebody else will be, and they're going to make more money and they will be more successful.
The biggest thing I learned from different traders is that there is tons of different trading styles even within one firm. Here at SMB, some people specialize in things such as IPOs, and I've talked with a trader who only follows and trades all new IPOs, and he has a very specified system. I've also learned a little bit more about larger time frame trading. For me, I'm more of a short-term trader. Working around in the afternoon and seeing how traders work on their larger time frame ideas has given me a better idea of how to take into account technicals, time, and volume to get a bigger picture trade idea. So that's something that's really helping me grow my playbook.
When I first got here, I thought, all right, I'm taking the foundations course and I'm going to learn how to be a well-versed discretionary trader. But I'm only doing that so I can be a better automated trader, because in 10 years all these guys are going to be dinosaurs anyway. And that was before I knew about reading the tape, the level 2, breaking news, different setups. All of these things that completely changed my opinion on discretionary trading, to where now I find myself having to budget time throughout the day to work on actual programming and coding.
What really surprised me was actually the independence that every trader here is given. There's a lot of independence in what type of style you trade, how you structure your day, who you spend your time with, and really how you just want to improve yourself for the future. I think it's really powerful that every trader has the chance to succeed in the way they see best fit for themselves, because not everyone operates in the same way.
I've been working with one of our model builders here in the office in New York, and he's been very helpful to me. I talk to him almost every single day about models, asking him questions, what's going through his head. It's really easy to backtest your models here and your code because the technology that we have at this firm and our connection with CloudQuant means that any model can be backtested very, very simply within the hour. Any stock, any collection of stocks, even every stock over a myriad of different time frames, you can look at what your results would be like.
I was actually surprised by how easy it is to use the CloudQuant program and make a model. I've been working on 2 separate models here. One of them is actually consistently profitable over 5 years, so I'm working on refining it.
My favorite moment so far at SMB was I was trading live and I was long Tesla stock, and then breaking news came out that was pretty negative, or initially received negative, making the stock tank, so I had to hit out for a pretty hefty loss. But from there I stuck with the trade, kept watching the tape, and ended up buying at like 371.20, which was 20 cents from the bottom, and was able to make back all of my cash and more.
I think I've definitely improved from being here. I've learned a lot about how to trade other strategies. So for me, I was never exposed to trading large cap stocks. I've learned about how to interpret intraday fundamentals for normal big companies. I've learned about how to go long. And by learning how to trade on the long side, I've also gotten better as a short seller because now I know what situations I shouldn't be shorting.